Okay, we're live. Right, so I've got half an hour before my wife comes back. So, let's just tell a few people we're here. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of lives today, guys. A lot of, not just lives, some video clips, song reactions, and a bit, all different things. Dog walk, maybe if the rain stops. It's a little bit hazy. Some days I'm just on it. Let's have a look. Live on diets. Diets. Right, let's have a look. So let's just tell people on defending Elvis Presley. Okay. Let's tell a few. Right. I'm not in a rush. We've got a bit of a rush. Got half an hour. Yeah. So, live on diets. Let's go to the Facebook page. Don't forget we have a Facebook page, Defending Elvis Presley. Just join it. Look, when I do this, what's going to happen? Whoop! It's so funny, this camera. Does it follow me? Look at it follow me. Whoa, so if I lean all the way over there, and then I lean all the way over here. Oh, it's so funny. Anyway, I also have a setting thing where I can click it back to its original setting. Where are we? So, here. Then it takes me back. It's quite funny. Quite like it. Hi, Angie. Let me just... It's so funny. Hi, Pat. Let me just click some stuff. Let's get there. Okay. Right. Hi. Let me just write hi. Okay. So, we're going to learn some basics about the diet. So, I did want to talk about myself because I've made a decision with the diet. I think I might have told some of you yesterday. Let me just let a few more people know that we're live. Live on diets. Then we've got, right. Just let a few more people know. Give a few people a chance to join us. Hi, Denise. Hi, Angie. Okay. So I have found a beginner's video. It's not a long video. It looks about, let me just have a look at it. I can't really see. I think, is that 11 minutes? I thought, this guy looks good. PJ Howland. I've never watched him before. I watched the first 5 minutes and I thought, oh, this is quite a good beginner's video. Let's just, who's here? Let's tell Deborah. Who we got? We've got Angie and Pat, Denise. I'm trying to do it a bit quick before my wife gets home. So, my wife does an hour a day at school. Let's tell Elizabeth, you're asleep, aren't you? Or at work. Elizabeth's either asleep or at work, or she's out. I think Tony was watching for a bit, but I think Tony's gone back to sleep. I'll let her know though, I Tony says, I've been watching for a bit. I'm half asleep. I'm going back to sleep. Right, who else? So let's tell Lorna. We love Tony. All right, Lorna, you know. Let's have a look. Debbie. Live. I don't think I've got Karen, are you on it? Actually, no, you are, aren't you? Now, we were chatting with Karen yesterday about the diets. A few of you, it seems to be going well, doesn't it? A few of you. Now, you get your bad days, guys. You got to get through those bad days. It can be tough sometimes. You know, we do get hunger cravings. Many of us are sugar addicts, carb addicts, aren't we? Right, let's tell Karen. I know that Pat does it, doesn't she? Linda does it a bit. We've got Carolyn. Carolyn, where have you been? Let's choose. See, I've got Carolyn's email, but I've lost it. It's like I've mixed her email up. Carolyn, right, let me, I'll try and see if I can get Carolyn's email. What it is, her email is a different name. Let's have a look. No, I don't think I've got it. Carolyn, you're going to have to resend me your email. Okay. Let's tell Salvatore. Should we tell Salvatore? Reply. Live. Okay. Right. Let's have a little chat then. Hi, Karen. So, I made a decision. Let me just move myself over a little bit. I'm a bit over to the right, aren't I? The joys of modern technology. We can move me, I think. Yes. That'll do. There we are. More central. So, guys, I made a decision yesterday that I want to lose a bit more weight off my tummy. I've weighed myself and I have put on, and I can see it in my face on the videos. I've put on 8 pounds. 8 pounds in the last 6 months. My weight is still very good. I'm 11 stone 8. I'm 11 stone 8, which is really good. But I want to be 11 stone. So I've started trying to understand why I've put on weight, because I haven't increased my eating. I've noticed since I started eating once a day and eating eggs, meat and bacon and stuff, I'm not in a lot of pain like I was. Pat, well done. Pat, you'll also notice that your energy levels go whoosh. Pat, have you noticed your energy levels gone up? This is the big thing. So let me just tell you my story. I was 12.5 stone. I had loads of medical problems, ulcerative colitis. So I was going to the toilet 8 times a day. Did really bad dizzy spells, very weak on energy. I was pre-diabetic, which means my blood sugars were too high. And I had lots of aches and pains, much more than normal. Couldn't sleep properly, high anxiety. My blood pressure was too high. So I wasn't well, and I had a massive belly. See how I'm dressed now? See, now I can do this, yeah? Press my belly flat. My belly was here. Yeah? So, and I've got the pictures to prove it. I'm not going to show them now. But my point is, Pat, Pat, how long have you been doing it for? Because you'll find your energy levels start to go up. How long have you been doing it for, Pat? So I just want you to know, guys, that the carnivore diet, the keto diet, cured everything I've got. I'm completely normal, and I lost weight. I was 12.5 stone. My weight went down to less than 11 stone, just under 11 stone. Okay. Now, once all of my medical problems disappeared and I was off any medications, it took me off any medications. Remember, if you're type 2 diabetic, the carnivore diet will take you off being type 2. It will reverse it. So I got all my health back. 2 weeks. All right. You'll find your energy levels, Pat, if you're doing the diet properly, mind. So I don't know exactly what you eat. If you're sticking to the carnivore diet, you will find your energy levels will start going up more and more and more each day. So I don't know exactly what you're eating in the day, in the night, in the morning, things like that. So I'd need to know a more rounded view of what you're eating. Because with carnivore, if you're just doing fatty meat and eggs, bacon, etc., your energy should shoot up very quickly within 3 days. Mind it, yeah? It's only going to get better, Pat. It's only going to get better. So let's go back to my weight. So once I got my weight down to just under 11 stone, I then said, right, I was only eating once a day. I was doing a 24-hour fast. Fasting is very good for you. Intermittent fasting is also very good for you, okay? Once my weight came down, I lost my tummy. It reversed all my medical problems. I'm off any medication, off any steroids. I then allowed myself to have a second meal of eggs and bacon at lunchtime. And obviously you guys know, yeah. Okay, which is great, Pat. I think what you're eating is excellent. If you're eating eggs, bacon, meat, avocados, is there anything else? Anything else? What kind of sauces do you use? What are you drinking? Things like that. Let me know. Because your energy levels should be really starting to kick in now after 2 weeks. Yeah. You should have really high energy levels. If you're mainly eating, what fats are you cooking your meat in? What fats do you cook your meat in? Yes, Karen, this is what, Karen, we're going on to this now. So I have put on a bit of weight here, and I can tell I've put a bit of weight on my face. Now, I know why. I can tell you exactly why I've put on weight. I really do well on this diet. I'm really strict. Yeah. I do not eat anything else. I eat fatty meat, eggs, fish, omelets, cheese. Yeah. Very fatty, natural saturated fats. In the night, I have steak or lamb ribs or pork bellies or, eggs. Okay. But when I introduce the second meal, yeah, Greek yogurt is good. Flavored water, if it's flavored with something that is sugary, then it's not good. If it's flavored, but the thing you flavored it with is sugar, it's not good because it interrupts with the way your body is working. The less, as little sugar as possible. Okay. Now, this is what I noticed. I introduced eggs and bacon. Obviously, I have 2 butter coffees a day. Now, butter coffees are high in calories because butter is high in calories. It's very good for you. Butter in your coffee, if you blend it with an electric blender, it's very tasty, but it will make you put on weight. And the other thing I'd introduced, hi Charlie, welcome. Yeah, but the problem is, look at the ingredients, Pat. What they do is they say no sugar, but then they introduce fructose. So basically the sweetness that comes out of fruit, or they introduce a different form of glucose or sucrose. They find a way to make it taste sweet that isn't good for you. So it depends how strict you want to be, Pat. It depends how strict you want to be. I personally think after 2 weeks, your energy levels should be quite washed. Yeah. Hi, Charlie. Welcome to the channel. We're discussing keto carnivore. So I introduced eggs and bacon. I started having my butter coffees, and I have been eating 1 or 2 pieces of fruit every day. So a tangerine or a plum is usually what I have. Sometimes grapes. Now, what I've learned is this: sugar fruits, the fructose, the glucose, the sucrose that is in fruits is why I've started to put on weight. Too much cheese in my omelettes is why I've started to put on weight. Having a second meal, eggs and bacon at lunchtime, is why I've started to put on weight. If I carry on as I am now, so I'm 11 stone 8. That's a good question. That's a good question. Have you looked up electrolytes? Because you can get some quite tasty electrolytes. Look them up. Yeah. So this is what I've realized, that by introducing eggs and bacon, by having too much butter in my coffee, by having a piece of fruit every day, I've started to put on weight. Okay. So I'm now 11 stone 8, which is still a good weight for me. That's very small. Yeah. I'm 5'10", 11 stone 8 is a good weight. But if I carry on, guys, as I am, before you know it, I'll be 12.5 stone again. So I've made the decision. I'm stopping. This is where I'm the same as, Karen. I'm stopping the daytime meal. So yesterday I had no daytime meal. My energy levels are still like crazy. I'm only going to eat once a day from now on, fatty meat and eggs. I'm nothing else. I still have my butter coffee, and I'm going to do a 24-hour fast, and you watch. See my face? It's just a little bit chubby. My tummy is starting to show a little bit. You watch. 2 weeks from now, if I stick to the 24-hour fast, and I don't have a daytime meal, obviously, you know I don't snack, I don't have breakfast. I don't eat sugar, I don't eat hardly any carbs, I don't eat chocolate or sweets or cakes or rice or potato or donuts or potatoes is a big one for me. I don't eat pasta, yeah? I've stopped all of the carby foods. Come on, we're all carb addicts and we're trying to control it, yeah? So the bottom line is, yeah, lemon would be good. Pat, that's a good idea, lemon. So what I've decided is from now on, I'm down to 1 meal a day. A big meal. I will have a big meal. I'll have a lot of lamb, steak, eggs. I'll fill myself up every night at 6:30 p.m. and then I will eat nothing until 24 hours later. I'll still have tea and coffee, no sugar. No, I never have sweeteners ever. And you watch, within 2 weeks, guys, this 8 pound that I've put on here and my face has got a bit chubbier will go. You watch. The reason I know it is because I know it works. Yeah. So let's just read your comments. Yeah. So Pat, don't be tricked by this no sugar thing. It's a bit of a trick because what they do is they don't put sugar in, but they do a replacement thing that is the same thing, that is bad for you. So what is right, Charlie? What is not good for you? Tell me, my friend. Right. Let's have a look. Yeah, with the coffee, what I think, Karen, I think try and keep it to 2 coffees with butter. You can have more coffee if it's just black. If it's just black coffee, then I think that's okay. If you're having too much coffee, go decaf. Yeah. But if you're blending butter into your coffee, I would say maximum 2, because butter is fattening. Butter, it will slow down your weight loss. Come on, we all want to lose a bit of weight, don't we? Now, somebody did ask me a question. It was Drew. But Drew's not here. Can skinny people do the keto diet? Yes, they can, but you must keep your calories good. Yeah? So don't starve yourself. If you're very slim and you want to do the keto diet, do it, but eat enough calories so you don't lose weight. That's the answer to that. Of course they can. If you want to see the health benefits of keto diet, Ketovore diet, Carnivore diet, and you're very slim, you'll get the health benefits and eat enough calories so you don't lose weight. It's that simple. So yes, of course, slim people can do the keto diet because you're trying to repair yourself. Remember, it's not just a diet. It repairs you. Yeah. So you definitely can. Now, I always say this. You always consult your doctor. I am not a doctor. It's my opinions. It's my advice as a guy at home in his kitchen. I am not a medical expert. I've had no medical training. I've got a lot of experience in this. You always consult your doctor with every decision you make. Always. I am not a doctor. Right. Louis, can I put water because I can't drink plain water? Yeah. So I think, yeah, lemon water sounds great. Yeah, that's what I was doing, putting too much cheese in the omelette. Yeah, Karen, we know. Cheese is lovely, isn't it? We're allowed cheese on carnivore diet, keto diet. Too much, you're just going to put on weight and it will slow down your weight loss. Yeah? Yeah, so let's have a look. Now, fasting. Yeah, oh yeah, fasting is amazing. Fasting is very, very good for you. Remember, we are tricked into thinking that we have to eat constantly to keep energy levels up. It's bullshit. You don't have to eat every hour to keep your energy levels up. It's crap. You don't have to have carbs to keep your energy levels up. You don't need sugar to keep your energy levels up. It's bullshit. We've been lied to for 70 years. Cholesterol that you eat is not bad for you. Butter is not bad for you. Meat is not bad for you. Eggs are not bad for you. It's all bullshit. Now, vegetable oils are poison. Margarine is poison. Don't touch it. No seed oils, no canola oils. If you're going to use fats to cook in, I would use the fat that comes out of your meat, or you can use a bit of olive oil, a bit of avocado oil. But I save my fat. Let me just show you. I'll get it for you. I'll show you how I save my fat, guys. So it's not really attractive. Right, this is how I save my fat. This is how I save my fat. I put it in a cup. Every day when I cook my steak or my lamb or my bacon or my pork, let me just show you, it's not very nice to look at. I never throw away my fat, ever. I always cook in my fat. So if I make an omelette, Karen, if I make an omelette, I will get a big spoon of that. I will put it in a frying pan and I will mix my eggs and I will make an omelette. And that gives you a lot of flavor. You don't even have to have cheese, because when you use the fat that comes out of your steaks or lamb to make an omelette, it makes your omelette taste really nice. Yeah. So you don't even need the cheese. If I was you, Karen, I wouldn't have the cheese. My advice to you, Karen, is don't have the cheese. Don't have it. Have flavored fat. Yeah. It tastes much nicer. Right. Yeah, I've never thought tea and coffee was a problem, but I do think having butter in coffee can be fattening, can reduce weight loss. I've been to the doctor's, the blood pressure, and he told me to try this diet. I'm back in 2 weeks to see it. Good. So Karen, your doctor has given you the approval, yeah? I love the taste of fat that comes out of bacon. Yeah, pour it into your omelette. Karen, pour it into your omelette. Yeah, beef dripping is good for you. Debbie, beef dripping is really good for you. Don't believe, we have been taught for the last 70 years that fat that comes out of meat is bad for us. We have been taught to cut all the fat off, haven't we? Cut the fat off, throw it away. It's very good for you. People don't realize fat equals energy. Fat equals energy. Our body shouldn't be living off sugar and carbs for energy. Our body should be living off the fat stored here. You want to lose weight? Let your body live off the fat here and you will lose weight. Fat turns into energy. People don't know this. Fat is good for you. Don't be scared of fat. You need the fat. You need it. Okay, I was just looking a bit flavor with cheese, and I'll add a bit of salt, and I don't use black pepper. Karen, it's good advice for you. I don't use black pepper. I think it irritates the colon. Use white pepper. This is a great tip. Use white pepper and salt, and you'll get a nice flavor. Remember, salt is good for you. This is another mistake that the world makes. A good quality salt is very good for you, as long as you don't have too much. Everyone thinks, oh, if I have salt, I'm going to have a heart attack. No, you won't. Have a sensible amount of salt. Don't buy all these bullshit salts, low salt. Anything that says low or diet or fat-free, sugar-free, it's all bullshit. It's all crap. Anything ultra-processed, don't eat it. Yeah, so you got it, Karen. Himalayan salt, yep. Himalayan salt is great. White pepper, I found with white pepper, you don't get a reaction. Right, let's listen to this guy. So anyway, this is my goal. I even took a picture. Let's have a look. I took a picture of my scales. Okay, are you ready? I did it this morning when I woke up. Let's have a look. So I have got some before and after pictures of my tummy. I'm not going to show them here, but I'm going to show you my scales. Right, can you see that? I'm 11, 8 and 3/4. You remember I said this. You set the date on your calendar. What's the date, guys? It is... What's the date? Come on, guys. I should know the date, shouldn't I? It's the 4th of February. I guarantee you, by the 18th of February, I will be 11 stone. Guys, do you believe me? By the 18th of February, I will be 11 stone. Remember I said that? Challenge done. And my tummy will be flatter and my face will look slimmer. You wait and see. Okay, yeah, white pepper is much, much better for you. Much better for you. Black pepper, there's something wrong in it. Remember oxalates. Look up oxalates. Oxalates do damage. Oxalates are in fruit and veg and some of these spices. Yeah, I mean, white pepper isn't actually that spicy. A little bit. Right. Okay, let's listen to this guy. Let's listen to his video, shall we? Now, he does talk very fast, but he seemed great. I've never watched him before. PJ Howard. Now, I will interrupt on the bits that I don't agree with or if I just want to comment. Okay, guys? Okay, are we ready? Let's do this. So, Carnivore Diet 47 for beginners tips, PJ Howland. I'm going to give him a subscribe. Okay. Give him a like. Let's press play.
This is terrible advice. I've been carnivore for 6 months now. I've lost a lot of body fat and cured a number of lifelong ailments. Sticking with carnivore is like a walk in the park. Starting with carnivore... Oh my God! Not so much. Here are the proven tips that will make your first 2 weeks as easy as pie. Carnivore pie, not cherry pie. Ugh. The first tip has got to be eat red meat every single day. Make sure that one of your meals is beef or lamb or some other kind of red meat. If you go a full day eating just pork or chicken or deli meats or cheeses or whatever, you're not going to have success. Your first week should be full of your...
Right, I want to agree with him on something. The pork isn't so good for you. It's still good for you, but not as good as red meat. Red meat, basically steak and lamb, always very full, nutrient dense, packed with vitamins and all the goodness you could ever need. If you are eating plenty of red meat, you will get all of the goodness you will ever need.
Your favorite meals. If that's ribeyes, buy a bunch of ribeyes and eat ribeyes your entire first week. Eat when you are hungry. Intermittent fasting is cool. I used to be a big intermittent faster. I saw a lot of success with that. However, going carnivore and setting a goal of how many hours you should be fasting is a recipe for disaster. Listen to your stomach. Here's an easy one. Invest in better eggs. If you're buying those crappy styrofoam box eggs, you're not going to see the full benefits of consuming them on a carnivore diet. Don't be afraid of variety on the carnivore diet. There are so many carnivores out there that...
So I think what he's trying to say is... to succeed, so you don't give up after a day or 2 days or a week or 2 weeks, you can spice it up a little bit, mix and match it a bit. You don't have to be super strict in the beginning. If you think, if by not being super strict, you last longer on this diet, it's worth bending a few rules. Some people can go super strict. I would. If it was me, I would be super strict. Some people can't, so you can have a bit of compromise if it gets you through the day.
Talk about, I just eat 2 ribeyes a day. Steak is great. I love steak. But if you don't, get started by eating your favorite meats, okay? If that's bacon and some chicken, go ahead and do that. Just make sure another one of your meals is ground beef or steak that day. Understand?
Yeah. So when he said ground beef, guys, in England, we call it minced meat, yeah? Ground beef is very good for you. Very, you can make burgers with it. Obviously bolognese, things like that. You can just fry it up and put some pepper and salt in it and it will taste great. Of course, you don't want to eat it all the time. Ribeye steaks are very delicious, but very expensive. I tend to buy rump steaks. I buy them in packs of 4 for about, I think, £12 or something. Sometimes £14. Rump steaks are nice. Obviously, if there's not enough fat in the steaks, put some butter on them, cook them with butter.
And that your first 2 weeks are going to be challenging. I know that carb cravings exist, but I promise you that the carb cravings do subside after about 3 or 4 weeks, maybe sooner. If you're lacking motivation, consume something carnivore.
And they do, guys, they do subside. They do. As your body adjusts to eating less often, and the fat in the meat, the fat in your food keeps you feeling satiated and fuller. Obviously, the butter coffees have helped me. I've noticed drinking a pint of water will help me feel less hungry. So you will get hunger pains. You will, guys. You will crave the foods you miss. You do need some willpower.
Every single day. I'm talking about carnivore media. For me, I really enjoyed the Sean.
Yeah, let me just pause that. So Denise, pork mince is fine, but it's not as good for you as ground beef mince. Pork has much less goodness in it than ground beef. So pork is okay, but it is a compromise.
Sean Baker podcast. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube, like me, but there's a lot of others out there as well. Another quick tip, take measure.
So Karen, yes, I do eat bolognese, 100%. But the way I do it, I've got my own style. So we'll make a bolognese sauce with mincemeat, yeah, with herbs and spices and tomato puree, etc. But I don't have the pasta. I have sliced lettuce, sliced onions, sliced tomatoes, thinly sliced. I lay down the lettuce, tomato, and cucumber, lettuce, tomato, and onions. You can have peppers, sliced peppers. I lay it as a thin bed on a plate, and then I cover it in the minced bolognese. I make my bolognese very fatty. I get the most fatty minced meat you can get. 25%, guys. You want 25% fat minced beef, and then keep the fat. Don't pour the fat off. And that is how I have my bolognese. I never touch pasta. Pasta is a big no-no.
Measurements before you start, because the scale doesn't tell the whole story. On that note, also take photos before you start, because again, the scale doesn't tell the whole story. Speaking of Dr. Sean Baker, he wrote a great book called The Carnivore Diet. I recommend reading the book, pick it up, flip through it, read it front to back. That's going to help with a lot of motivation of the science and the history of the diet. Take it.
Yeah, I mean, he's recommended Dr. Sean Baker. Dr. Sean Baker's great. There's loads of videos with him. I like Dr. Ken Berry. I think he's amazing. I think he's fascinating. He's got a wife called Nisha. They both have YouTube channels. Their advice is excellent. I always recommend watch the question answer live streams. That's where you learn the fastest. Click on the live button and then watch the live streams. Watch the live streams.
One day at a time. Don't stress about getting to day 100. Just figure out how you're going to get through today, how you're going to get through this week. Don't stress if you've got another 90 days in front of you.
Yeah, this is great advice, guys. Just the day in front of you. Don't. Right, guys, I got to shoot off. Right, guys, I got to go. I'm gonna have to go quickly. Bye, guys.